Alright. It is a peaceful midsummer's night in the area known as the Cherokee. The wind blows moderately cool. Otherwise, it's definitely hot enough that you don't need to wear extra layers. It's a comfortable temperature. It stays roughly this kind of weather most of the year. It's a nice place to live, and a lot of people live there because of it. As we wind throughout the land, we come down to a small town nestled near the forest called Stettin. It borders a large road which leads off into the distance towards the mighty river, the Caribou. It is the only place that has lights on right now in the town, and voices are coming from the open windows, letting in the breeze. So, this is the main road. This is the inn, and this is a closed-up shop. It seems functional, but not open for the evening. Where are you? On the road? In the tavern?
Yeah, I'm in the tavern.
Okay, you're in the tavern.
Yeah, I'll be in the tavern.
And characters' names again? Write it down.
Fatashi.
Toshi.
Andre.
Andre. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, put everything on my phone. Super nice. Alright. Inside the tavern, it is called the Toothy Traveler Tavern. They like alliteration. There are many tables with seats, but not a lot of them are filled. There's about 20-ish people scattered throughout the tavern, and one barkeep back here in the bar area serving drinks and occasional meals. This is the front door, stairs, and a back door to the kitchen. Where are you, and what are you doing, looking for, making, creating?
I'm in the back corner stool, quietly nibbling away on a little bit of food, and just passively watching the tavern, keeping my head down, my ears up, listening to any conversation that I can hear to the area.
Roll a perception. 8. You can't really hear any specific threads of conversation, just a low rumble as the scattered groups are talking. While you're looking around, you can see that there are a few small pockets of people here and here and here. 2 men in fairly nice, but still traveling car over here. And then one interesting looking fellow sitting at the bar, not talking to anyone. Seems like he's another traveler on his own. He has slightly regal air to him. Nothing like nobility, but it seems like he knows his purpose and what he's doing. You also would notice Natasha.
Yeah, because I'm sitting like across from him, but a table away. So like here.
Nice.
And I just have like a really big patch, kind of like leaned on the chair next to me, like spilling onto the table. And I just have a crossbow out on the table that I'm cleaning and maintaining with like a beer next to me.
Sorry, can you point where you are again?
Right there.
Wonderful.
You can actually put your little minis there.
That's what they're for.
We You just want to keep drinking and eating for a little while longer. At some point, the barkeep will come to each of you. And he is definitely human. But there are a few small characteristics in his face, like slightly pointed teeth. Almost one ear has a little bit of a point to it, the other one's just half off. And I'll ask you for your orders. If you want a beer.
Before he approaches me, I would like to do a quick inventory. What is the racial difference of everybody in the bar?
Everyone here is human. Besides, with Tatashi was human.
I look human. I look really so I have like pretty like a pale copper skin that's just really, really, really perfectly like unflawed. Like almost like just solid color all the way. And then I have like long like blondish hazel hair. And I'm wearing like robes that are really like open and loose on the top, but then like big kind of billowy pants. So like human, but like
Not from
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, you are the only.
Yeah, but I definitely like shred.
The barkeep doesn't seem to treat you any differently, and no one is coming up to you and like trying to engage with you, but they're also definitely not friendly towards you. Like no one's trying to engage you positively. And occasionally you'll notice someone looking, and the minute you catch their eye, they look away.
Also, quick disclaimer. I'm hanging out. I got a small pack on my back, full cloak and cowl, hood pulled as low as I can while still like peeking out from under it. Since I'm completely black furred, I think that it's kind of hard to see the jawline and just discern what you can. You can just kind of see two hazel eyes
Catalog
peeking
eyes
at
glowing.
looking at you every now and then, peeking around. So that's what kind of what I got going on.
Can I like notice that people are like staring and looking away, and so I like look at him long enough to catch his eye, and then like when I do, I just like smile and like nod gently, because like we're both not from around here.
Yeah. How's Andre handle that?
When the barkeep approaches, I ask the barkeep to order a second of whatever that gentleman over there is having. Deliver
Sounds
to his
good.
table for him. Thank you
Right.
kindly, sir.
He rushes back. Not rushes, sorry. he's not rushing. It's like a slow night. He saunters back over after taking a few other people's orders and gets a beer, and he gives one to you, and then walks over to Tatashi and hands your beer down and says, "The man over there paid for it."
Oh, thanks. Hold on a second. Then I just like chug the rest of my first one and hand him the empty glass.
Alright, fair. You do you.
Finish. I'll look at that.
You know, there's a technique they use in the city called double fisting, and I've seen people 2 mugs same time.
Yeah. Next time I'll try that out. Right now it's crossbow.
That's how I drink.
Yes. Clearly.
He notices your crossbow and just doesn't ask questions about it. It seems like he's not unused to seeing people do that. He just like makes a note. And then he walks away after giving you your beer.
I'm gonna finish like cleaning, maintaining my crossbow, and just gonna like put it back in the pack. And then I'm just gonna like, I'll take my pack and the beer, and I'll walk over, and not like right next to, but like halfway down the table.
No.
Sit down and like just sit down with my beer.
You two are at the same table. just not looking at each other, awkwardly, like, yep.
I like to think it's mutual respect.
The crowd has progressively gotten like a little bit drunker. The general volume in the tavern has increased
Right.
a little bit.
Has the guy at the bar changed in anything he's doing? I also know perception.
You can make a perception.
I would like to make a perception check.
Oh, that's good.
13?
Oh, it's a 10. So it was an 18.
No. It's intelligence.
No, it's wisdom.
No. 12.
Okay. And you're trying to see if the bartender's changing anything?
No, the guy's sitting at the bar.
Oh, yes. He has.
Or if he's
So he had that very like regal, straight, stiff composure,
Right.
and now he's a little more relaxed. He's like leaning on the bar, still not like talking to anyone or engaging, but like he'll give the bartender a few more like nods. He's nursing his drink pretty well. He's probably had like 2 to 3 at this point.
Okay. Is he how big is he?
He is not very big. He's probably like a moderately medium-sized human. Seems like he's built pretty well. Yeah, he's a star. You notice he has tan skin and light brown hair, but you can't really see his eyes from where you are. He's facing away from you.
Does he have equipment that we can see?
Yes, he has a small pack next to him on the ground, and a large quarterstaff leaning against the bar. He seems to be the only other person besides you, I assume you, to really have any like arms on in the entire tavern.
Or like traveling pack type stuff?
Um,
Does everyone else seem to like live there? So
So-
they just walked over for the day?
The 2 men over here have small traveling packs
They're rich.
and no weapons. They don't look like rich, but they definitely look like they have some means.
Oh.
They look like kind of merchants, probably. The rest of the people are, a smattering of townsfolk. They look to be pretty rough around the edges. They're more of like the worker people in the town. No one of like aristocracy seems to be here. It's more of just like a casual, middle of the week night drinking.
I was just trying to ask actually what day of the week was, but yeah.
It is a work day, so no one's getting like trash, but they finished a long day. They wanted to come get a beer at the tavern. Especially because it's kind of a far walk for some of them. Like,
Because it's like near the entrance of the town.
yes.
So people live on the other side, they have to walk around.
And from what you could see, when you were entering the town, it's fairly spacious.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So like there are only a few buildings at this front, and this is like the most condensed part you really saw. And this road continues down for a while.
Is it like urban or is it like farmland? Like the town is literally just a place for markets and stores, and then everyone else lives in their own houses on their own land outside. Okay, so people have to like trek in on horses and shit to like drink for the night and stuff.
Correct.
Got it.
Or if their farms are close enough, they can come in for the night and day.
Right, yeah. Horses are taking home is the best drug.
Unless you ride your horse into a ditch.
Horses one. Okay, cool. I kind of like get over it a little bit and look up at Andre and you're like, hey.
Out of the pocket of my robe, I pull out a little hunk of wood and start scratching it with my claws. Without looking up, I go,
Thanks for the beer.
of course.
Yeah.
Kind souls should be rewarded.
Oh, thanks. I agree.
What was that you were working?
Oh, it's just a crossbow, you know, for killing things with.
Seems efficient.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's nice. You can check it out.
Takes out a lot of the guesswork.
Yeah, it's definitely a more accurate, albeit more expensive tool.
Got anything else in that big pack of yours?
Oh yeah, I've been kind of like moving around a lot for a long time, so it's kind of I've been on land very much, so I'm like trying to deal with it.
You got anything that's got some special attributes about it?
Not really. It's more expensive. I don't have any money.
Just curious.
Yeah. And I prefer. It's not that I don't like the magic. I just really like. I think the non-magic things are really beautiful, like the mechanical, like crossbows.
Interesting.
I really like them a lot.
You know, that's quite the perspective. I don't run across too many people who are into kind of magic stuff. You know, I could do someone like that.
Well, I just feel like magic's kind of easy. It's kind of like a.
So if you found a magic
Yeah,
item,
yeah.
you wouldn't necessarily find many uses for it.
Well, I mean that's not necessarily true. I guess it depends on the item. But like, if there's a lot of magic items that I don't need because they do like one thing, and I like, I probably won't need it. What do you mean you could use me?
I just mean productive relationships could be had, like that crossbow of yours, establishes a productive relationship with you. It does some things that you need it to do, and it doesn't need a lot of the things that you do need, so
That's true.
productive.
That's true. It needs things from me like maintenance, but it does things for me like shoot pieces of wood and metal really fast at enemies.
See, it seems like a great way to deal with something that you can see but can't quite get to.
Yeah.
Do you ever have issues with the things that you can't quite keep away from?
Yeah, that seems to be a growing concern.
Why is that?
Well, I have like daggers and axes and stuff, but I'm just not as good with them. And I'm better with crossbows and simple spells. So.
Where are you headed these days?
Oh, I have no idea. I kind of just got here.
Where are you coming from?
Well, far away. There was
People
it was,
have this, you
yeah,
guys-
no, it was across water, and so I spent a really long time on a boat, on a ship, and I've kind of just like been on land for a little bit now, so it's kind of uneasy. I'm kind of just like going to what speaks to me. I hope to find a place, a town, city that's a little more advanced. Might be the word.
I think I have an idea for you, but
Yeah?
yeah, there's a festival coming up. It's gonna have a large gathering of people.
Alright.
It's the 100-year celebration.
Oh?
I'm not quite sure.
Oh, I don't know. 100 years is a big deal.
Yeah. There's
Hopefully-
a bunch of people gathering.
hopefully
I hear
there's
there's a lot of
something.
fancy stuff I'm gonna find there.
It's good. Because right now the most fancy thing in this city is my crossbow.
I was noticing.
Yeah.
At this point, Brogger has come back around to check on your drinks.
It's Brogger.
He is the barkeep.
Cut that out.
No, that's fine. That is actually his name, but I guess you guys didn't ask him.
Thanks, sir.
Hey, what's your name, by the way?
Brogger. Brogger Haffy.
Nice to meet you, bro. That's like a nickname, right?
Yeah, I just use it. It's easy.
Okay, I'm just saying, because if that was your last name, but it was your last name like before you lost half your ear, that
That'd
would
be pretty funny.
That's like
Yeah, that'd be
that's
pretty
some
cool.
premonition shit right there. Like that's impressive.
Oh,
Or remember
I can't do that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Figured it was a good name.
or like your dad changed his name because he lost half a ear, and then your mom just like cut off half a ear.
No, it's not your dad.
Got it. Okay.
No.
That would also
Yes,
be
it is.
interesting. Is it a good story?
Not really.
No, that's fine.
Oh no, I'm
I
curious.
was just traveling and got into a little bit of a scuffle with some bandits. Cut off half my ear, but I fucking killed them.
Good, yeah.
So I decided to settle down, make a tavern.
Because you lost half your ear?
Yeah, I figured how much am I gonna lose next? Might as well get into all this. Yeah, great.
Brogan, one ear.
It doesn't ring quite as well.
Half makes
Yes,
you lost
true.
your brain. Probably a good call.
Yeah.
Very
Alright, alright.
Yeah. We're going to the festival, right?
Yeah, what's it celebrating?
This is the 1,000-year
Oh.
celebration
It's like
of
wait.
the Mages Council ruling Aragon.
Oh, okay.
That's the massive city, about 5 days travel to the east.
How long until the festival?
2 weeks.
Okay. It's 5 days to the massive city. Got it. Why is the festival here, this town?
The festival's not here. It's
Oh,
in the
it's
city.
in the city? Oh, okay. I guess
We
like
actually just added a few more tables, but I'm expecting tons of people to come from the west.
got it. So this is like a stopping point.
When did they start already?
Well, I mean, I think a few people are starting to go already. I heard those two fellows over there, and he points to the merchants in the other place. They're just heading out to start up a small business of their own out there.
You gotta be fucking rich to go 2 weeks before a festival starts and stay there for 2 weeks.
I didn't ask their business. They didn't give it to me.
I should in general, like, but if they're going to start a business, then that's different. Like, that's a long vacation. It's long having to be away from work. 2 weeks before the festival.
Certainly an intriguing concept.
Yep.
Anyways, more drinks.
Yeah.
He takes your empty mugs. Oh, you have full mug? Okay, he takes your empty mug
Yeah.
and brings it back and does a few more orders. No, we do need.
I'm also out of wine, so.
I should just bring this
So you said you know some minor magic.
Yeah.
What do you do? If I can ask, if I can be so.
I mean, I'm really not like. I don't think I'm talented enough or like skilled enough to like really call it what it is, but I try to be an artificer. Do you know what an artificer is?
Do you know what Huntong is?
No.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, is that what you are?
Nope.
Are you
Just
also
an
making
old
up
folklore
words?
from my childhood.
Okay, like we can both make up words. Yeah, but basically, I combine magic and look mechanical things.
Why?
I think that it's the most beautiful combination of the two different forms of like technology and tool, and it gives really, really versatile advantages in different situations.
that.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about you? What do you do?
Tilt my head down. And then a little cat jumps up on the table. And it walks up to you.
Oh, yeah. It's so cute. What's its name?
Look up, touch it.
Oh, okay. I like scratch its head.
And it's gives its
Oh.
celebration.
Damn.
Nice. Sidebar. I can do that, right? That's within the bounds of minor illusion.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just if he touches it, he's like.
Perfect.
I mean, normally, like, if he was actually trying, he'd make like a perception check. He was like, I don't believe it, but it was fairly like, oh yeah, a cat.
Perfect. Testing.
Well,
Testing.
that draws like no sticks
Perfect.
from you making that. Like you actually, as you look around more, and people are loosening up a little bit, you can see other people like using their own cantrips a little bit,
That's good.
doing a little prestidigitation, like little sparks.
No, I say that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Do you mind if I have a sip of your beer there? And then the beer just like my mage hand just grabs the
Ooh.
beer
Is Mage Hand invisible?
I believe it is.
I always thought it was invisible. Instead of this like white fucking glove like Master Hand.
That's how I see it in my mind, but I know
In my
it's
mind,
not.
yeah, but I think it's actually an invisible hand.
I think it should just be a master glove.
It is. You can honestly, you can make it a magic glove.
I can make a master glove.
Yeah.
I
it's
can
a-
make the mage hand put on a glove.
It says spectral floating hand, so it doesn't say that it's invisible.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
so
kind of ghostly.
corporeal, ethereal. All right, well then my ethereal hand picks up the bear.
Oh, yeah. No, it looks like it's all yours now.
No, I'm just kidding. I just put it back down. I don't actually have a share.
That's the tip to you.
Do you actually take his beard?
No, I just leave it like halfway between us. I just like leave it there. Like, bam, there. I'm good.
I'm good. So you're heading to the festival?
Yes.
What are your what are your goals with the festival?
There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of magic there. There's a lot of items that have magical properties. I love items that have magical properties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any like in particular you're like looking for?
You stare back at him.
A fine vintage of beer.
Yes, right.
Bottle.
Approximately 4 months ago.
I keep looking back and I check on the guy at the bar with the staff in the back.
He is like head on the bar, not like down when he's asleep, just kind of like, and he's like still not shouting or anything, but like he's definitely pretty drunk. The beer that you're drinking, it is a lager, crisp and fresh. It feels good on this warm summer's night.
Nice.
I would like to keep a half an eye on the guy at the table while I turn back and I say, so what are your, how do you feel about a conceptual conversation? How do you feel about the law? What's your perception on ownership?
That feels like a precursor to telling me you're a thief.
Thief is a strong word. I'm just describing your preferences in my
You just want it more than them, right? And therefore you should get it.
What? No, want is a very valid thing.
Yeah. No, I didn't say that was. I didn't say it was invalid.
But that's not what matters.
Okay. What matters?
What matters is how well you can keep an eye on it.
I see.
If you value something, you'll keep it close. You'll keep it safe.
I guess that's fair.
You keep it secret.
If someone else keeps it
I,
closer, safer.
well, I keep a really good eye on all of my things.
Well, that's a good sign.
Not because they're valuable, but because they're valuable to me.
That's the thing that matters.
Yeah.
Personal value.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think that this could be a beneficial relationship. I don't really care about mechanical trappings. That seems to do
Yeah.
in my perspective. I respect your choices and your values.
Fair.
They're more values.
Appreciate it.
But I think we could establish a positive relationship here.
Alright. Yeah, everyone's got different values, and sometimes different values can be more. They can mesh better than
Exactly.
similar values.
See, if you were a thick skull follower of the church, you would have a few more problems with me, I think.
Yeah. I don't really buy into the church.
See, when you value the words in the book more than the book itself, that you run into problems. Yep.
So you steal a lot of Bibles?
I don't value Bibles.
That's fair. Alright.
See,
Sort
I
of
got-
specific church that you're talking about?
No, just a generic church.
They seem to all condemn thievery.
And a lot of the cat people.
Institutions.
Yeah. Most of the lawmakers are like,
Unless they're the ones doing it.
true.
Yeah.
But then it's taxes.
So, there's this guy at the table who's looked very interesting. You noticed him?
Oh, the guy at the bar? You know, some people you decompress differently than others do.
Everybody has their own flavor. You know, so like.
Are you thinking about decompressing his travelers back there?
Okay, I'm thinking about taking inventory. Finding out what's going on. Maybe he has a nice bed. Maybe there would be a place that he has that would be very comfortable for the night. I sleep often in rafters. They're very comfortable.
Yeah, something tells me that you appeal, but you like it's the new rafters. You don't really want to sleep with them, but
Yeah, but a man of that stature is gonna have some pretty nice rafters.
that's true. Yeah. If this is where he lives.
Regardless of where he lives, he's gonna probably some means to some finer quarters
That's
wherever
true.
he goes.
That's true.
You know, he seems like a well-to-do man.
You notice that there are less people in the bar now. Some of the locals have started to go home. It's getting later in the evening, nothing too far, but like 11 o'clock to 30-ish.
I specifically keep an eye out for the two merchants at the table and the guy in the bar. Where are they standing? Where have they progressed?
The two merchants, also drunk, they give a nice "Oh!" and clink their glasses, and clink their mugs, and are just drinking with each other, having this quiet conversation. The guy at the bar is like starting to pass out, and the bartender just doesn't care. It's like, whatever. He passes out, it's fine. He can figure it out.
Cool. So I have a. Would you like to go to the Stevens Festival with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm interested in that. That's where I'd be headed anyways. I might as well.
You wanna go make jolly with the two merchants over there? Maybe learn a little bit about where we're going. And can you keep an eye on the guy in the bar when we start sleeping? Just give me a nod.
Yeah, you going after the guy at the bar, or you're going after the two merchants?
Everybody's a reliable source of something.
Got it. All right. Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, okay, cool.
I grabbed I was like, oh, I'm gonna need this though, and I grabbed his beer and I kind of added it to my glass until it's full. And
That's
like,
when I nod.
and I head over to the merchants, and they're like sitting next to each other on one side of the table, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna sit down across from them.
He sits down across from them, and they will return.
Sorry, back up. They're sitting next to each other?
Yeah, so they're here and here. And I sit there.
So specifically on that side of the bar? Okay.
That's a table. This is the bar,
Yeah,
and your guys.
yeah. So they're there and there.
Okay.
And so they're cool. So if I sit here, they're gonna be facing away from the bar. I'll sit there.
Where are you going?
You sit down, and in unison, they turn to you and go, "Well, hello, I'm Phos. I'm Met.
Jesus.
Pleased to meet you.
You as well.
What
Wow.
brings you here, traveler?"
To the tavern itself, or to this table specifically?
To life itself. Well met, Met. Well, Phos. Yes, Phos.
You guys are the most fun. I mean, honestly, yeah. The tavern itself for a drink, for some relaxing times, maybe some Tory times.
Drinks. They take one.
Yeah. To this table itself, honestly, you seem like the most interesting people in here, and I wanted to have a chat.
They puff up at that, and they're like, "Are the most interesting, aren't we?"
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Cheers. To the most interesting one. To you, my friend. No, to you, my friend. We are the most interesting merchants you've ever met, Faust. And met. Well met.
Man, love it.
Yeah, you
Why is your skin so shiny?
You
It
know,
shines
it's,
like the gems that we collect.
Thank you. I think, are they good gems? I assume they're
Oh,
good gems.
our gems are the best.
You seem
Aren't
like
our
only
gems
the
the
best,
best?
yeah.
Our gems are the best.
Well, I'll drink to that.
To the best of gems. Huzzah!
To answer your question, lots of soap. Yeah.
We didn't think about soap.
And genetics.
We can't change anything about that.
Yeah, no, I
No,
know.
we can't. I mean, it's his genes. Oh, he's not wearing genes. We don't have genes. Those don't exist. What are you talking about?
So I assume, I can only assume, you're headed to the big city for the festival.
The festival!
1,000 years is amazing.
1,000 years is as long as it takes to make the gems we like.
That's fair. That's a good point.
Think of all the rich people there. Oh, yes.
yeah.
All the money we can make. Oh,
I assume you gotta take good care, like iron safes and big wagons guarded. Gotta take care of those gems.
you'd be surprised. Yes, you would.
Surprise!
Most
what?
people don't know where we keep our gems. I mean, neither do we. Shh, don't tell them. We're just aspiring. Well, we are. No, we aren't. Wait, do we have money? Shh.
I check on the guy at the bar.
He is face down.
Got it.
As you turn away, they go, "Whoa, back here, my friend."
Oh no, I latch back onto them and say, to aspiring.
To aspiring.
Well,
What are we aspiring
they
to? I
drink.
don't know. He's a strange man, isn't he? Whoa.
While they drink, I look over at Andre and give him a nod.
You see the nod from Fatashi. What do you do?
I'm gonna go sit across, 2 seats down on the bar from the guy at the table.
He is definitely passed out. Does not notice you, just like, and his pack and quarterstaff are unguarded. And while this is happening, you're just like, damn,
Yeah.
with the boys.
Where's the bartender?
What?
Where's the bartender?
The bartender is right now getting other orders from the remaining patrons of the tavern.
I'm gonna sit at the bar for a length of time, about 5 minutes or so.
Okay. In that time, Roger does come back, fill up some more tankards, looks at the guy, and goes,
While he
fucking
does,
noobs.
I'm gonna go, know where he's staying tonight? Can I get him home okay?
As well, he did bought a bed upstairs.
Great. Which room can I take him home to? This guy looks like he needs to get sleep.
Nice. What a nice young something you are.
You know, I fight enough people don't trust black cats that I have to fight the stereotype wherever I can, you know? It's not much, but it's all I can do.
Can I pet you? for being a good person. I do it to a human too. It's not
I let
just
out
your
a long
cat.
sigh and pull back my hat a little bit.
It gives you a nice little pet.
And I pull my hat back and I go back a little bit.
He goes, yeah, he's third bed up the stairs on the right.
I scoot over a little bit, grab his quarterstaff, his brace, pull his arm over my shoulder, and then start to like.
He slightly stirs like, huh?
I'm really small, so I'm struggling here, but I start to carry him upstairs.
You're basically just dragging him.
Yeah.
Like, what's your strength again? Like 10?
10. You are correct.
Yeah, you're pretty much just dragging him and his stuff, just like up the stairs. And we come back to your talk with the two merchants. and they've just been regaling you of their exploits and their travels, and that they're going to the city to try and make a name for themselves as gem merchants. You
When
find
the-
out that they're leaving later in the day tomorrow.
The next time, like, I'm just like egging it on, and when the bartender comes back to us, I just kind of like announce that I want to toast to your success, and then I ask the bartender, like,
Yeah.
do you have anything stronger?
That I do. Did I write down how much it is? Because yes. Here it is. So normally, this is only for special occasions.
This is a special occasion, right, boys?
Here, to our friend, hey! Who cares about his name? His skin is smooth He goes, alright, I mean, it is 1 silver a cup for this stuff. And that's not my price, that's just how much it costs to make this. But okay, I mean, you're gonna get fucked up, but
Yes.
just, alright.
3 cups.
Sounds good. He walks back over and has to reach down under here and pulls out a large green glass bottle and pours a clear liquid.
It's absent.
No, he pours a clear liquid
Okay.
into 3 cups. He gives you a fairly good size. He brings it over to you and sets it down and goes, there you go. Best razor wine we can find.
I'll have more questions about that later, but for now, cheers!
Cheers!
And I like
we never get razor wine. Delicious! It's my favorite. You take a sip, and it's a very crisp, clear, slightly grassy taste, but definitely strong. There's a sweet aftertaste as well. Very enjoyable to drink.
Is it like you drink it like little at a time, or like drink all of it at once?
It's definitely more of a sipping thing.
Okay.
It's not like the beer, which you just kind of. It's like you can tell that it's strong, and like
Yeah.
if you try to drink too much, you'd be like.
I definitely like pretend to sip it quite frequently, kind of like giving like little choices to like encourage them to drink as they go. Paying attention to how much they have.
Every time you do that, they just drink.
Yeah.
They're just having fun.
When it gets to they have like a third left and my glass is like almost full, I'm just gonna mage hand a glass on the like countertop of the bar and just like drop it on the ground and the mage hand disappears.
Okay. Yeah.
So it shatters behind them.
Yep. Yeah. They both turn around like.
And then I'm just gonna real quick pour like almost half of in each of those to like refill it a bunch and then make it look like I've drank.
They turn back around and look into the cups. Go. Hey! And they just keep drinking. Keep telling you of these wondrous stories that, like, at this point, probably didn't happen.
Yeah.
They're just making this shit up. What is Andre doing with the basically blacked out man?
I take him to his bed, pull back the bed sheets, put him in his bed,
Take his pen.
tuck him up, tuck him in, get quite nice to him,
Nice.
put a little paw on his face, and then drag out his pack. And start digging through his backpack.
It is pretty basic, like adventurer explorer pack. Nothing too amazing about it. There is a like small engraving, like just wooden, like wood burned, with some characters on it. Doesn't look like that's really valuable, but you do find 10 gold pieces. Yeah, this, while his composure was not really a rich guy.
Well, can I examine the wood engraving?
Yes. So you look at it, and it says, in common. What does it say? To Barius. Love the citizens of Polston. Thank you for your service. Polston. Polstn. Sten.
Thank you for your service.
Yes.
I very neatly repack his bag as I found it, and then I go over what's in his staff.
It is a well-used quarterstaff. Similarly well maintained, so it's not like falling apart. But it looks like this actually gets used fairly regularly in combat. And when you're looking at the guy himself, like he's got some nice muscle on him. He has, when his eyes do open, you can see that they're light brown eyes as well. Just kind of brown in general. Generally brown. You also find a dagger strapped to his belt.
I'm gonna take his belt off so that the dagger's not terribly uncomfortable hanging up on his bedside, and then retuck him in. Put his pack next to his bedside table, put his quarterstaff up against the corner of his bed, and then leave the room. Close the door.
Did you take the gold pieces?
No.
What?
And
Wow.
then I
Impressive.
head back downstairs, head back to my seat at the bar, and start listening to the conversation that the merchants and my new friend are making.
You can hear that like the merchants are getting a little more sloppy drunk, and they're just telling wild, crazy tales of the things that they say they've done. Just rambling adventures that like they keep interjecting with each other, like, no, you talk, oh my friend, no, you know, And sometimes they'll just say things in unison, and it's like a little weird. They can just do that.
I'm kind of just like smiling and nodding and laughing and just like every time there's like a break or some kind of like gallantry that was bragged about or any kind of like bragging point or even like a low point, I'll like subtly toast to the good point, like, hey, that was great, or like, oh, and like just toasting subtly to every single thing they do, every kind of like high or low point in their stories, which is, seems like a lot of them. And I'm also kind of drinking a little bit too because
It's tasty.
I have to listen to these stories, and it's amazing.
So you do notice that Andre has come back down without the drunken man.
Right.
Do you acknowledge each other in any way? Or
I kind of like glance at him like long enough so that he knows that I saw him, but I'm not like nod or anything because it's not like
When we made eye contact and do that, I nodded him.
teamwork. At this point, it's getting fairly late, and there's only like 3 villagers left. They're just in a small group, talking quietly.
Can I make a perception check to try and discern the conversation?
Yes, I can.
Does a 13 do anything?
what does a 13 do?
A 13 hears that they're definitely talking in this tone on purpose. Like they're talking about something fairly serious, and they don't want other people to know, but you can't like hear exactly what they're saying. Just like they're a little more intense and hushed than you would normally be in like regular conversation. It's also very hard to hear them over festival, just like cheering and talking about shit. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
That glass you broke is fixed. Brogger brought all the pieces back up and just
Sick.
and put the glass back.
Okay. That's probably a really useful skill for a bartender.
Yeah, right.
Shit. That's so many glasses break in my life.
I'm going to turn around, and make my way to the door. As I do, I make eye contact and just give you a little signal.
Okay.
Once I make it outside, I immediately just hook a right and then just crawl up onto the roof and then just break open the front door.
Good idea. So you see Andre leave. You're still engaged with Fuss and Matt. What would you like to do?
I think I'm probably, I'm gonna say to them, like, alright, boys. Well, I've never had a night like this. The story's been unbelievable and the company exceptional.
They weave a little bit and they go, my friend, our friend, our friend, our friend, we salute you. If we don't see you tomorrow, we'll find you, maybe, find him, in the city, for the festival. 1,000 years, 1,000 gems, and 1,000 coins to boot! And they give you one final cheers. And then turn back towards each other as they assume that you're
Right? Yeah, I get up and I grab all my stuff. And I just leave. Head out. I kind of like go out the door, make sure the door's closed, and kind of like look around a little bit.
Yeah. And you see no one to your left and to your right. But you see Hitachi come out the door and like start looking around. He's trying to find someone.
I'm gonna hiss down at him. Go around the whatever cardinal direction this side of the building is.
Yeah, so now it would be more like so you hooked it right over here.
Right, but I just immediately crawled up onto the roof right over the door.
Okay, true.
And so I'm gonna hiss to him to go around this side of the building.
Yeah. That would be south.
South. Go around the south side of the building and come up here.
Okay. I kind of just like glide around the south side real quick.
Mm-hmm. As you clip around the south side, you can just see lots of grass. It's probably like it's for a long ways. Maybe like a farm in the distance, but nothing really close to the tavern. A few discarded like barrels that probably contain beer at some point behind the tavern, but nothing really of interest right to the side of it.
Okay. I'll set my pack down and get out my dagger, and then I'll also get out my crossbow and load it. And just like I'll come to like a couple feet short of the where the alley ends, and kind of like lean the crossbow against the on the ground against the wall, and then like have the dagger just like hanging out, just chill, just hang out.
I'm gonna hop down through. Hey, you looking for a fight now? You gonna beat up some local punks here? You just gonna hurt the first person you find now?
Well, I mean, technically you were the first person I found, but no.
You won't hurt me. Okay, that's good to hear though.
No, I was just kidding. You know, we don't know each other super well, so I don't know exactly what you were planning, and I just wanted to be prepared.
I mean, if I'm hissing down at you to go to the direction and you go that way,
Yeah.
you might have a hard time if I'm watching you. But that's fine.
Well, I don't mean a threat from you. I mean, like, I don't know what you're about to do to like the merchants who are about to come out
Oh,
the door.
yeah. So,
and like maybe they're not as drunk as they
how
look.
did your conversation with the merchants go?
It was
Did you-
good.
did you
They're
run into
drunk liars. They're just boasting about having thousands of gems, but also about not having any gems. It was very confusing, and it's very.
You know, that sounds magical.
Yeah. Well, it sounds sparkly. It's for sure.
I do like sparkling.
How was the villager, the traveler? Did you put him in bed?
You know, I think the most intriguing
Still
thing
alive?
about him is his hair.
Like a child?
No, the hair about him.
Oh, okay.
think that
Got
he's
it.
going to be a.
Slouching and dragging on the floor. That air?
Oh yeah, he will be tomorrow. But if he's headed where we're headed, he's somebody to keep an eye out for.
Alright.
And follow up with in the future.
Interesting.
He is highly regarded by the people of the village that he's coming from or came through.
Alright.
And carry tokens of appreciation from them.
Got it. Okay.
I think that following him the next time we see him is going to be of more room than he is today.
Okay. Is that what you want to do? Like you just want to follow him tomorrow, or do you? What's your plan? What do you
You know,
keep
I
in
could
mind
probably
with
follow
merchants?
him in the trees by myself, but I think that he would leave would be kind of hard to trail him. That's just-
Yeah, I'm not super sneaky. I've never really tried it. So
I think we should keep an eye out for him near the gates.
okay.
I did notice that there were some villagers discussing something very strange in the tavern. Did you catch anything about that?
I didn't. What were they talking about?
I couldn't quite make it out, but they were very intentionally keeping something secret.
Huh. Yeah, the merchants were very intentionally, or not intentionally necessarily, keeping nothing a secret.
I would like to keep an eye out for them in the future as well. I think that they will be either a huge disappointment or a huge benefit.
Well, it's definitely gonna be one of those. Yeah.
How would you feel about following the three villagers home tonight?
I'd be down with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm gonna get back on the roof, and when you hear a sound that's clearly not from the area.
Okay.
When you hear a cat meow,
You don't have cats in this area?
no, I'm changing it. When you hear a cat meow,
Okay.
I'm gonna
Got it.
start
Okay.
following them, and I will occasionally give you hints if you lose us.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Great.
Yeah.
I then scamper back up the walls and head back over to the front door.
I'm gonna.
Before quickly going back and saying, keep an eye on the back door. If they leave that way, knock on the building.
Okay. I'm gonna like unload my crossbow, put it away, like make sure nothing's like clinking in my pack. You know, make sure there's no like pots and pans rattling around. Not that I have any pots and pans. And then keep the dagger in my pocket and head to the back door, like the alley where I can peek out.
It's not really much of an alley. Like, if you look at
Right in between buildings.
It's like a spider.
Oh, shit.
Impressive.
I didn't even try. Well.
You have a really low armor class. You like breathed on it and spider dive.
Right. So Fatashi posts up by the back door.
Yeah.
Andre on the roof, looking over the front. Here. God damn it.
You knocked over the one?
We will take a break.
Where are we?
Still stationed outside the tavern. Andre on the roof, and Hitachi at the back door, nodding off. Just trying to get a little bit of sleep. After about 45 minutes, the villagers come out of the front door. Definitely like swaying a little bit. They've had quite a number of drinks themselves. But they're still not like rowdy. They're not yelling. They're like doing small goodbyes to each other. You see this, Andre. What do you do?
Wait until they start walking away, and as they start walking away, I give out a soft meow call.
All three of them hear the call
Buck.
and turn around, try to look and see where it came from. They can't see anything. It's very dark. And like even the lights in the tavern are starting to dim. So they can't make you out on top of the roof. And after like a few seconds of searching, they turn back around and start walking away. Hitachi, you hear this.
Yeah, and I come down the alley, and like reach the alley, and like kind of like try and peer around the edge.
So trying to sneak.
Yeah.
No, actually, roll again. It would be really funny if it was a 1 again. I hope it is.
What dexterity? 11.
The villagers stop. They're looking at each other. They heard something. And then they slowly keep moving forward. This is the second time that they've like heard something in the background.
I peek around the corner of the roof and then watch their dispersal pattern. What do I notice?
Alright, you see that 2 of them branch off to the west. And 1 continues down south, down the main road.
I'm gonna hop down off the roof and say, one of them is going straight south by himself, the other 2 are still we should follow one by themselves, right?
Whatever you think is best.
South we go. So we, I go between the 2 close buildings, but not following the street.
Okay. As you walk up here, you hear soft animal sounds shuffling. A smoke. And as you peer in, you can see that there's some horses. This is a small stable off the main road. Hitachi, what are you doing? Is Andre get that way?
I think so. I'm just gonna like put my back on and like not try and hide like at all, and just be in the middle of the street, just slowly walking south, just like generally just kind of like moving, meandering downwards, kind of like stumbling slightly, but just like going full like not caring anyone sees me.
I don't plan sight.
I'm walking in. Yeah.
Hey! Alright, Andre, you pass through the stables. At Hitachi, as you're walking the street, you see the man continue. Continue. And then he curves off to the east. Starts walking down this path.
The moment it disappears, I'm gonna like double time it to try and get to the edge there, but like stop and slow back down again before I be around the edge.
What is the nature of the space that is not building this square?
This is just
What?
it is a no, not tall grass. It's like it's not like it's well manicured, but it's a small, probably like ankle high grass that's around the area. It looks like it is somewhat like clipped, or at least like beaten down.
Or eaten by goats or something.
Right.
Or the horses.
The horses.
The horses.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Hey.
In that case,
But it's soft and masks some sound you make.
as he turns the corner and starts approaching the general, I guess, latitude that I am, I drop to all fours and then just slowly start creeping along towards him until he passes by my point of view.
Okay. How close are you trying to get to?
I'm more just trying to keep pace with what pace he was. I'm not trying to gain distance at this point.
So, like, if he is walking along this road,
Yeah, so once he turns this corner, I just drop, and then I just keep trying to match his pace. And then once he passes me, I'm gonna haunch up a little bit and then try and make up for a little bit of lost time.
but still trying to be stealthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still try.
Yes. successfully stop. Hitachi, you're hurrying down the road as you see him turn. You make your way to the fork at this point. He's around here, and you can see Andre coming through. Trying to get to the road. So you should have met up, and you can see the guy down the road.
I'm gonna keep going past the road until I'm behind this building here.
Ah,
And then I'm just gonna hang out behind that building.
it's just a small
for a
house.
little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna like chill
Mm-hmm.
behind it. Not like peeking around the edges, none of that shit, just like hanging out. Cause like it appears though Andre's like got it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like be around.
Andre, you're on that small side road right now. And you can see the guy walking, and he moves over towards the side of this house and starts taking a piss.
How close am I when he gets to the building?
You're probably about 30 feet away. You've been like stalking him. 30 or 40 feet back.
When he stops, I'm going to continue more cautiously focusing on not making sound, but trying to close the distance.
Make another stealth check.
He makes a lot of noise.
10.
Oh wow, that's a 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
His head kind of goes, and he like almost goes, and goes back to peeing. So you successfully close the gap between you two, and you're right behind him.
Great. I would like to get up right behind his neck and say, "What were you talking about in the tavern?"
He whips around and goes, oh, what?
He's like,
Yeah, he does pee on you over there. He's still peeing. He's like, a little bit of pee falls down on your leg.
I'm not happy that you peed on me and you're gonna have to make up for it with information.
Who are you? What are you doing?
I'm your nightmare. Confide in me.
Roll an intimidation check.
Fuck. 7.
He's going like, oh, what? Get away! Get away! He starts trying to shove you.
I grab him by the collar, draw a dagger, and put it to his neck.
I get out my crossbow
Nice.
and load it.
So where are you? So you were.
I'm behind the house, so now I'm heading down the street towards them.
All right, you're probably like 60 feet away,
Yeah.
and you can see.
My crossbow out.
Okay, you put your crossbow. You're running towards them, and you see Andre grab the guy. And as you pull the guy in, you see his eyes go, and he goes, no. What do you want?
When I hear that, I lean in closely and just whisper, just tell me what's been going on tonight. Tonight can end wonderfully for you. I'll tuck you into bed. I'll make sure you have wonderful dreams. You'll wake up in the morning feeling relaxed. Just tell me what's going on.
He's so confused. So confused. He just goes, I thought about a lot of things.
I press the knife into his neck.
I don't know. What do you... when? Just wait there the whole night.
Tell me your secrets.
I don't have any secrets. I don't even have a wife.
I get around behind him.
You're very close now. You're like
I'm now like
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, what's going on?
And you see him sobbing with the dagger against his neck.
Yeah.
I pull him into a hug, put him down on his butt, cradle his neck, knife still against his neck, cradle the back of his head, knife still against his neck, and just be like, it's okay. Life's okay. You're gonna wake up in the morning and it'll be beautiful. Slap him in the face, stop crying.
Someone died because they're stupid and they went to the cave like an idiot.
Wait, hold on. What cave?
Yeah. The cave. Cave where everyone dies.
Where's the cave?
Cave of
Wonders?
Caplapidus.
Cave
Calamities.
Okay, okay.
Cave.
Well, that's right. Wasn't that hard to say?
He's very drunk.
He's clearly
He's like, calamities is a hard word for him normally.
Why they die?
Why is ratings
What else did you talk about?
What?
What else did you talk about? I saw he had his cheek.
Oh. Well, I talk about market coming. This. I
Relates to what?
I made cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Yellow.
I'm very proud of your cheese. You did very well with this cheese.
I take the cheese.
He doesn't have it.
Oh.
Yeah, and he said he's bringing it to market. And what? And that's, as you figured out earlier, this is more of the main road for the market, and most of the townspeople don't actually live on that road.
And he's swaying. So like, what else?
What has changed
Oh.
recently in the town, good sir?
You know what? You know what they said? They said the Farstead farm. It's weird shit.
The what? Varstead?
Yes.
Okay.
That
Varstead.
they. Anyways, weird stuff.
Wait,
Yeah,
he,
that's
she,
just
they, pronouns are forward.
It's a family.
Okay.
There's a lot of them. They got like 3 kids. Oh, I think one died. He gets a little.
Did they die at the Cave of Calamities?
No. They like
Just because being kids.
plague.
Right.
Whatever.
Classic.
Is the Varstead farm
Pandemic.
near the Cave of Calamities?
No one's near the Cave of Calamities. This is crazy. He died.
Where's the Cave of Calamities?
Where are we now?
Where's the farm?
The fuck.
We're around the corner
Once
from the
again.
tavern.
It doesn't matter where we are. Where's the farm?
Farm is south, and he points north. And then the cave is west, and he points up.
West of the town?
Yes.
Okay.
West.
Doesn't matter where he's pointing. It's west of the town.
You'll find it. You just go that way, and then when everything's dead, you're there.
Right. Classic. Okay. Where's your cheese?
Oh, you I made cheese.
Yeah. It's yellow, right?
It is yellow.
Nice.
I hear it's the best without cheeses.
Yeah. You're gonna sell it for so much money.
That's the best cheese I ever made. Thank you very much. I
Got it.
hope it'll bring me a life.
What are you still hiding?
So what?
What are you hiding? You what?
My dick dude.
You already peed.
Oh,
It's hanging out. I don't.
that's it. Well, you guys want to be friends?
We're gonna be best friends when you wake up. Where's your house? I want to take you home.
Turns around, knocks on the house. I like this house.
You think?
Did you pee on your house?
Yes.
Does anyone else live in your house?
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Do you have keys for the house? Or is it just open?
No, it's keys.
Go check the
Yeah, I try and open the door.
The door just swings open, and it's dark in there, and there's no one around there.
Got it.
I'm gonna drag him into his house and put him on his bed.
I search for the cheese.
Make an investigation check.
Fuck. I don't know, what is it? Wisdom? 3.
Intelligence, I think.
5. Oh, 6.
Investigation.
5.
Yep.
Oh, you are damn good. I should have
You find no cheese,
That's better.
and actually stub your toe slightly on a table while you're looking for this.
That's fine.
You find no cheese. You just find normal like kitchen utensils and small living space in the front.
I kind of whisper yell up the stairs. Ask him where he keeps the cheese.
Wait, is his bed upstairs? Where is his bed in relation to
Yeah,
the rest of his
it's
house?
a 2-story house, small in size, but like
Alright, cool. I'm gonna drag him up to his bed.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna do an investigation for his cheese.
okay.
With a crit 20.
What? That's my cat? That's my kitty?
You pad around, and you find a small closet on his second floor. That's the end of the hallway open. And there's 16 wheels of cheese. As you investigate the wheels of cheese, you find a small bag containing 95 copper pieces.
Alright. I'm gonna put one of the wheels of cheese in my bag. And I'm gonna put
It's
a
good
gold,
cheese.
and I'm gonna put a gold piece in his sack.
Good. Subtract one of these.
You bring me cheese.
You're still downstairs, and he finds us upstairs. So, what do you do once you benevolent thief a gold for a cheese? Yeah, that's a lot.
I want him to wake up happy.
Oh, he'll wake up.
Once I take the wheel of cheese and replace it with stuff, I'm going to go grab every handheld thing I can find in his house, put it in his bed with him. So all of the utensils, all of the hand tools, everything I can find, I'm going to put in bed with him and I'm going to tuck him in.
You find a small churn that he uses
For butter.
to process.
Yep,
butter.
churn goes in his bed.
Churn, alright.
Make that cheese.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, he's cheesing.
And then I'm going to go down and be like, we found the cheese, let's go.
Did you take it?
We have cheese, let's go.
Is it enough cheese?
We have cheese, let's go.
Okay, alright, I trusted you this far. It's been fun. We have.
You make your way out of the house, no fuss. You've just been like walking around, not making a lot of noise. The other, he's living at the end of this laneway. This house is dark. That house is dark. Just dark. And down here, it's even more space. The next like, small house with a farm garden. So you like, there's really no one around. It's the dead of night right now, at 1:30 a.m.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll go to the room at the tavern. You get into bed, I'll sleep in there afterwards.
Oh, okay, sure.
And make our way back down the street. Or I start back down the street.
Yeah, I follow. Together.
As you make your way back to the tavern, you notice that all the windows are dark.
In the tavern too.
In the tavern, yeah. Every other window was already dark, and the tavern was the only like, source of light and sound, and now it's quiet. Lights are off. The doors are closed.
Lock. I check.
Yes, the front door is locked.
Back door.
back door is not locked.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in.
Are you just walking in and trying to be stealthy?
I mean, I'm gonna like, you know, heel toe it. I'm gonna fucking slap my feet.
Do a little stealth check. For me.
9.
20 is good. You start making a little noise.
Alright, I stop when I make noise. And I kind of just like whisper to Andre and I say like, hey, get the tall green bottle. Guys, get the lemon bar. Why? Because it's really, really, really expensive. So we can sell it and buy nice magic things with it. I don't drink it.
So you value alcohol? And you value
I value a lot of things. Alcohol is one of them. Also value cheese.
we need to have a conversation about values.
Crossbows. I just think that it would help us in the future. Because if someone has really nice magic things, right, you want. It's easier to get those things from them if they're very drunk. However,
It's also really easy to just take things.
what if they're a better fighter than you?
Fighting isn't really what it is.
Alright. But if they're drunk, it's easier, right? This is really, really, really alcoholic stuff. You know, it's a tool for helping you get wonderful magic things in the future.
Well, why not just take the really wonderful magical things?
Maybe you can't without this tool. And you get to take things you value. Why can't I take things that I value? But you're way better at taking things than I am. So I should need a little bit of help.
Yeah, that's why I want to have a conversation about values soon.
That's fine.
But okay, I'll trust you. Okay. You trusted me. I sneak over and I look for the tall green bottle.
Mm. It's not very hard to find. Like it's hidden. Back in the bar. And right
Continuity.
here.
It was already
Come in. Yeah. You come in. You find the bottle, and it's about 3/4 full. Not very heavy. Not very large either.
Roughly how many
Probably like
drinks are in it still?
1.5 liters. As far as drinks go, good. You get a large drinks out of that. The drinks you normally pour from this are quite small.
20, 50.
Closer to 20.
Okay.
What's it called?
It's called Razor.
I'm gonna take the bottle and put 50 silver where it was.
Good idea.
And then I'm gonna back up, hand the bottle to you, and say, where are you sleeping tonight?
Well, I don't think we can sleep in here.
I didn't sleep anywhere.
Yeah, I was probably trying to sleep out on the grass up there. I have a bedroom, you know, it's where it's comfortable and fun.
I'm gonna take a look at the area around us.
Hmm? Yeah, at this point, you see all
Sneak out of the tavern. I lean over. Sleep closest to a building. Okay. And then I gesture.
I go between the building and the stable,
Mm.
and I sleep there.
And then
You
jump
could
up.
like sleep in front of the stable where the horse would come out, or like, because like the horses are facing this way, like their little gates come out like this.
Is there a place in the stable where hay is stored but they can't get to it?
Not in the stable, but right next to the house. There's a pile of hay.
Okay, I'll sleep kind of just in the pile.
Okay.
Like bedroll on the pile, like smush into it.
I'm gonna get up to the topmost portion of the pile of hay and curl up.
Alright. You will fall into a deep sleep and dream of cheese. And